The 2025 Roblox Developer Conference has concluded, and it was a lot quieter than I was expecting it to be. There weren't any big protests, no major sim builder type incidents, nothing of that nature that we were kind of expecting. We all knew they would mention dating though, and we'll be talking about that, along with a bunch of other announcements we'll go over too. The first half of the keynote's announcements on day one I thought was pretty boring for the most part. One of the more polarizing announcements was Roblox saying that makeup would become a thing for all kinds of faces, including classic ones, early next year. This had people freaking out, and I think it's mainly over the demo here that definitely does not resemble any known Roblox avatar. If they demoed it with anything people are used to, then I suspect people wouldn't be so alarmed, even though the concept is pretty strange. Not many people realize this, but Roblox makeup was actually first announced over 5 years ago in a survey, and Bazooki first spoke of it in a podcast in 2021. I'm honestly kinda surprised it has taken so long to see avatar makeup, considering Roblox's often outlandish push for avatar realism, but it looks like we're finally gonna get it. Roblox also announced more realistic avatar animation options for stuff like crouching, and used yet another non-Roblox-like demo that had people freaking out. I don't think this is new either though, as I swear they announced crouching and similar movements years ago, but I can't find it. Both got a lot of negative reactions, but I don't really think it's warranted because these are both optional, and makeup will probably be rarely used anyway. We aren't gonna see a bunch of makeup-filled Arthro characters running around because barely anyone uses Arthro in the first place, and makeup isn't gonna change that. Also revealed was Roblox's version of TikTok, called Moments, a strange clips feature that you can access via the Roblox Moments game. It just shows you random clips people have taken and gives you the option to join the game it was taken in, which sounds abusable, and it definitely has been so far. It's a really odd new feature that I don't expect to take off, much like how captures quickly fizzled out and is barely used by anyone. An undeniable good announcement was an increase in DevEx rates for the first time in 8 years, which is now 8.5% higher than before. That may not sound like much, but having an 8.5% increase in pay is solid for most jobs and is a sight for sore eyes after nothing for 8 years. It's so good that even Ruben Sim praised it, which really should put into perspective how good it really is. They also announced an anti-exploiting tool that'll probably get cracked very quickly, and a confusing new The Takeover event, but nothing else too notable or imminent. The super long RDC lunch break then occurred, and that would eventually lead into the second half of the keynotes, which were also kinda quiet, but revealed cool stuff too. A lot of it was dev-related stuff that I got no clue about, but some of it I actually do understand, and some of it's stuff I've waited years for. One of those things was 4K texture rendering, which means we'll finally be getting super high quality asset graphics instead of the usual meh ones we've had all this time. Devs can also make parts of or entire textures have neon glow, which has existed in other platforms and games for decades, but Roblox just got around to it. Perhaps the most interesting part to reveal was Roblox now monitoring for exploiting 24/7, rather than doing mass ban waves on them every couple of months. Roblox has controversially basically allowed people to exploit for a while, before doing mass ban sweeps to remove them all at once, rather than picking them off one by one immediately. That's definitely not the brightest idea, so they've changed that up and will be going after them at all times rather than waiting to get them all at once. We'll have to wait and see how effective this is, but I do much prefer them constantly attacking, and I think it'll prevent exploiting way more. Other than those things though, I don't think there was anything overly interesting unless I managed to miss something big. I honestly thought it was kinda boring new announcement wise, but I guess that's kinda good because it means nothing insanely bad was revealed. There are a couple things we haven't talked about though, and one of them was the dreaded Roblox dating update, which we heard about yet again. During the 2023 5-year plan talk, Bazooki had to bring up dating since it was one of the original predictions, and he said something we didn't want to hear.
The next one. Let's up this to 18 plus. Okay, So this one's controversial, but here's what I want to share with you. We've seen mail system, we've seen text system, we've seen voice system, we've seen video system. 3D immersion is inevitable. It's going to be a communication platform. And I'll flip this in reverse. We see this as a corporate responsibility to usher this technology in with safety and civility. So with 18 plus ID verified people on our platform, we are optimistic about this.
For whatever reason, despite all the major issues surrounding Roblox safety recently, Bazooki still wants Roblox to host online dating for now 18 plus users. After originally saying it'd be 17 plus, then saying it'd be 21 plus earlier this year, I guess the plan is for it to be 18 plus, so I guess that's good, but this really shouldn't be happening. What's most shocking about this is the amount of support Roblox dating got from the Roblox community. I saw so many people support the idea and some tweets having hundreds of likes after years of virtually nobody being in favor of it. I don't know what got so many people to change, but I can tell you for certain my opinion hasn't and won't change, and I'll be making a solo vid addressing its support. Another thing that got talked about a lot was Roblox not streaming the Builderman Q&A with Bazooki that included questions from the public who couldn't even watch it. A lot of people perceive this as Roblox trying to hide something, or because of all the PR problems they've faced recently. While it may be to prevent more bad PR, it's actually not something new as they've not publicly streamed the Builderman Q&A for a long time now. I assume they usually do that to prevent someone from using the spotlight to make a statement or do something stupid like we've seen with many other events Q&As. Roblox probably wanted to be a little more careful this time though, because apparently people couldn't even tweet about it, which I'm pretty sure is a first. Not streaming it is nothing new and not too much to worry about, but not even letting people tweet about it is definitely a bit concerning. The last situation I want to talk about for now is this guy, known as Flynn's Corner, being at RDC. This is a guy with many allegations against him relating to manipulation and several allegedly documented inappropriate interactions with minors. There is a large document about him that I recommend y'all check out so you can formulate your own opinions on him. Anyway, this guy with a ton of allegations against him, including some from people I know and trust, was at RDC 2025 despite allegations being made long ago. It caused a lot of concern from both people outside of RDC and at RDC, with a lot of questions regarding how he got invited and how Roblox let him in. There's a shot Roblox themselves didn't invite him, but he was apparently a speaker at last year's RDC, so Roblox might have intentionally invited him. His presence is fairly startling because clearly Roblox didn't do proper background checks, or else they would have seen his allegations and probably not let him in. Preventing people like him from attending is very important because we've seen how uncomfortable it made people feel, and that's not ideal. Thankfully, he made himself stick out, and from what I've heard, people intentionally avoided him and didn't have a hard time doing so. Honestly, from everything I've heard so far, it was a pretty tame RDC, despite it being expected to be absolutely chaotic. No major protests, no incredibly insane announcements, good or bad, no fighting, at least not that I've heard of yet, and thankfully, no really bad incidents. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below.